very bold indeed, especially going up against an EU team, Heroic. Mirage, definitely a very, very CT-sided map internationally, T-sided locally. So we'll see what Grayhound are able to do. Aggression early on from Mertz, just trying to find information there at mid. But Sicko, he's going to be left alone as the two-man push starts to come out from unders. Bit of noise going to be made as Stown is actually going to take down Sicko, who swings at top mid. Trying to get some timing, but it's Malta to do the damage. Urcast as well. Down to 50 HP with the spam. HP just barely favouring Heroic at the moment.
An explosive little start, considering there were players everywhere, right? There was no real census as to the hit directly. Dick Stacey looking for the contact right now. Some damage being done. Mertz gets taken down. That's the B-bomb site completely open. Freiburg trying to refrag, and Blame gets absolutely countered from Dick Stacey there, who Freiburg is going to be able to open up on, as well as he finds both players on the B-bomb site. The alarm bell's ringing for Heroic, but it might be too little too late. Stown in the right position to shut this down, but oh wow, that is literally a pixel angle, and Stown, he heard the information, but look at this from Malta. They're just going to buy time right now. It's Freiburg that falls down. Stown tries to take the fight onto Dexter, but that overall was a nice start for Grayhound.
Good team play there from Grayhound. Dexter just trying to bait the attention and disciplined, holding beautiful patience there. Heroic, all eyes in the wrong direction, expecting both of the Grayhound players to be busting out together. But now it's Heroic, who have gone for the force by four scouts rather, and a deagle. And potential for a nade stack here as well. Two men heading towards window early on, two towards A and just a singular towards B. And it's going to be Freiburg getting the pick there, opening up the second round on the force by Mertz as well. Him and Blame teaming up to take down Malta, and all of a sudden Grayhound in a very precarious position.
Yeah, what are you going to do when Freiburg does that? And then when Blame...
oh no.
It's all falling apart right now. It was looking okay for Grayhound, but they actually, like right now, damage control is a massive portion of this round, because Heroic can upgrade to these AKs. Like 4 scouts and a UMP. That is a ridiculous buy for the second round. They also need to be careful. Sicko's still taking hits. Right now, run. Throw your guns and just go pistols, because they are absolutely demolishing you. Heroic have just turned it on with the scouts. And Dexter, will he be able to find a frag? It's going to be the 1 AK recovered, maybe a second. So that is a very costly round for Grayhound.
But look at that. Heroic off to a monstrous start, even though the scores are just at 1 apiece. The upset in that second round off the back of 4 sniper rifles being bought, only one of which is going to be still in the hands of the CTs here into the third. Blame on that UMP as well, knowing that Grayhound are probably going to go for that eco, probably not buy up that armor. And he will be right in assuming so. And we are going to see Grayhound just once again trying to get this control at underpass, not throwing too much utility because, well, they don't have a lot to use.
They don't really want to be giving away anything too early. Malta not being able to hit the shot onto the player in towards snipers. Does alert Heroic as to the position of at least one member. It's just going to sit in the smoke, though, as a mere Batman. Wait for it to fade and pop out of nowhere. Pow. Just thinking of a cartoon. I can't help it. It's
Bam. Kablamo, right?
There we go. You knew what I was on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As long as someone understood. Blame's holding the line for Malta, who shows face for the first time since the snipers incident. But Heroic, this should be the mop-up round if I've ever seen it.
100% Blame with that UMP, just slicing through the skin, dicing up his own economy, multiplying the dollar he does in the bank. And it should be a relatively easy round for them to not lose a thing unless Dexter and Urcast catch some timings here, which they almost did. Stown down to 58 HP, but Dexter can't work the angle. Stown doesn't really want to push solo here, but timing might just work out for Dexter. No, position compromise. Stown only cops another single bullet, and that is going to be 2 on the board for Heroic, as Grayhound can't buy into the 4th, as their economy, well, it's in the bin. They might go for the semi-eco, upgrade some pistols, but that's about all they'll get.
Yeah, that was the problem with that round there. They didn't buy armor, so they never really had an unreal chance in it. You know, there was never a possibility for the upset, but that's okay. Always best to try and do what you can. 2 flashes are going to be bought for Grayhound, and I would dare say that's just going to be the fast B play. Dexter trying to take some attention away. There's no one on B right now. They could just bust straight out on and get the bomb plant down. Hopefully that's exactly what Grayhound are looking to do. Freiburg decides to go a little bit more aggressive than just holding by window, and Grayhound might have just lost their timing. The flash comes over the top, and oh, hello. This just got a little bit interesting.
And this is a free bomb plant, so economy buffed, and man advantage may be able to retrieve that rifle as well. It is very out in the open. Malta going solo into market is going to fall. S-Tag and Stown as well, finding the single frag each. Urcast, some reason he's over in connector. He might have been able to work an angle. Unfortunately for him, he falls down to a nade. Actually, it was Dick Stacey falling to the HE. But that is going to be 3 on the board for Heroic, only losing Freiburg there, who had to try and hold solo, getting the old 2-tap onto him. A 2-round lead as we head into the 5th, and Grayhound will be able to finally buy up for their first gun round.
I'm upset.
Why?
I was getting excited. I wanted to see...
Heroic were in the driving seat.
Oh, they were the whole time, but I was like, hang on, Grayhound are all on the side. I was like, please, make something work. Although the positionings were near on awful and impossible to fight Heroic at that range when you've got AK Augs and an AWP to deal with, so... no silver lining for them. Grayhound, however, with the bomb plant, they will be able to get the full investment of all utility. With that, they can use it as they please. A lot of flashes in toward middle for Malta to take the possession. As Grayhound mount a small attack on A.
Just waiting for that smoke to dissipate over towards A main before moving to muscle. Blame though, look at this, the 2-man setup in con, it could work wonders here. Blame with his head down. Although the bomb has gone down to Mertz, and now this is a pickle. Oh, doing the dance there over towards Tetris. Urcast finds one, but it's going to be Mertz who misses, gets a second opportunity, but the Molotov is going to flush him out, completely kill him actually. It's down now, finds one onto Malta, but it's down to a 2v3. Grayhound with the man advantage, making a double as Freiburg's now last alive. He's over towards jungle here, but can he monkey his way around? Looking for anything, it's Dexter to go down. Here's the opportunity. Urcast down to about half HP as well. But the damage being done to Freiburg. He's only got 41 HP. Watching that nade come across. He throws a bit of a miss smoke now, just trying to make anything work. But Sicko trying to hold the line up above Tetris. Is he going to be spotted? Not just yet. He is somehow manages to take it at Urcast. Sicko gets the trade, but that was very dicey in the 1v3.
Yeah, nicely done from Freiburg to do that much damage, right? Takes 2 guns away and full, well, armor, maybe not utility. I can't remember how much was left on the remaining members, but regardless, it's another $3,700 investment they need to make times 2. So, you know, keeping it in check, and like we say with the new economy, it's more so just about keeping it in check, right? It's more so about just consistently doing damage on every retake, on every situation that you can, not allowing either side to really get comfortable.
Now Grayhound looking for this mid-control. Blame is here. Have something to say about it. It's actually going to be Mertz to take down Malta, but Dexter ready for the swing behind the smoke. But is he ready for the second? Definitely not. Stown blinded, but he already spotted Dexter. And now the dry push through the smoke. Oh, there was an opportunity for Dick Stacey to go through as well. He is spotted, gives up his position. And in the 2v4, it's going to be rough for Grayhound to get back in the round from this situation.
And no smokes, so the rough situation is
well, you can't really
tougher.
You can't smoke in Australia at restaurants.
That's true.
They're just looking for a bite to eat.
That's it. They're just looking for a free frag or two, which they might be given. Oh, that is a really nice shot from Sicko to come through for an opening. Brings it back to a 2v3. Not anything to scoff at just yet. S-Tag's on the hard line with the AWP and toward Apps. So the second Dick Stacey shows face, that should be the opening kill, which it is. And Sicko, you have to do your best Freiburg impersonation, rather. Just whatever kills you can get at this point might be good, or run and save.
It's quite odd. So Heroic still have 2 AWPs alive in this situation. No real crossfire set up, but that means that the trade potential may not be there if whiffs come in. Sicko as well, stuck with an AWP of his own, but he's only got 4 seconds to get to site and try to plant. Freiburg, perfect timing on the peak, shuts him down. No food for the Hounds right now.
No, and with that, they've barely got enough money to buy a nice lobster meal, so they're going to have to either scrounge together some P250s on the back of Dick Stacey, which doesn't look like they're going to do. Dexter decides to buy one, have some sort of firepower. Not much, though. Heroic, however, this is, you know, it's a situation where if Grayhound buy pistols and do damage, they could actually really impact Heroic's economy and their progression through their CT side, but they decide not to. And with that, hashtag again on the hard line. Do they walk directly into the line again? Surely they've learnt from their mistake. There we go. They're going to be swapping across straight onto that B bomb site and putting the pressure onto the AWPer, but it's down that manages to hold on and try and save the small little economy of that bomb plant, which, okay, he's still alive.
Somehow, the trades do come out and good economical damage given the situation. But Urki, he's found another with the AWP, and all of a sudden, Greyhound may be able to pull out the round. There's the information. They know where Blame is. And they seem to be aware that Mertz is over towards short as well. So in the 2v2, they have a lot of time to play with, but that bomb in a rough position. And Mertz could just be ready for the swing here, but they don't seem to think that he's there on the short side of short. And that was a mistake from Urcast, unfortunately, but at least he got the information. Sicko now probably should have been handed off to the AWP there, but he is going to go on an adventure and potentially get the plant over to A. They don't seem to realize that he's completely gone. But Mertz, with the rotation through Con, may just be able to deny the cross here. He's got that AWP as well, but he's looking the wrong direction, pulls out the USP. Sicko can't plant.
Nice shot. Misses that, and Sicko's got an opportunity to also bring it back into the 1v1, so they really did not want Greyhound to get that bomb down, and you might be able to see why now in terms of what happens to their buy, because yes, they will get the full investment, but the problem is going to be what happens in the next round. They get the bomb plant down, they then have something to work with in the next, but it's going to be a awkward situation moving forward. AWP back onto the hands of Sicko, who arguably has been impactful with it, so if in doubt, AWP it out.
Greyhound just defaulting at the moment, waiting to punish any aggression from Heroic. But Heroic happy just to sit back, controlling the pace at the moment. They have no problem with playing it slow. Utility going to be used. That could signal that they're trying to take control of apartments, but Greyhound, attention has been drawn. And Heroic not moving a muscle. We've got Blame playing under balcony there, so he won't be spotted as Urki tries to make his way out of Palace. As we hit the minute mark, it looks like Dexter still slowly but surely trying to draw some attention here at mid, but it's only Stown who gives up his position there, spraying it short. No one actually at window for the fast rotation, so if Greyhound do hit the A site, Heroic could be in a bit of a pickle. We'll see if S-Tag can stay alive and play for the retake, but Blame heavily invested underneath balcony. So he could be the key for Heroic to win the round.
Definitely need that door unlocked, and with that, the nades will come out in towards A and main. Slows the push down. What a shot from Blame to open things up. Dick Stacey goes next. They just line on through, and it's the crossfire that actually does a lot of the damage. Urcast managing to find 2 in trade. The problem is Dexter doesn't expect Stown to be up there, and that is pretty much the round done and dusted. There's only 10 seconds left on that clock. He might be lucky enough to get a bomb plant. I don't even think he's going to get that because the push on towards stairs and CT comes fully on through, and 6 rounds for Heroic. CT side looking as good as ever.
All off the back of a perfectly timed smoke there at A main, forcing the T's to go straight through blind, and Blame gets the 3K off of, well, the staggered push. No trades, as you can see. Ants go marching one by one, straight back into the anthill. That is going to be 6 on the board now for Heroic as Greyhound. They are struggling to find their third on the T side, which they chose to start on.
Questionable, but maybe they're looking for the comeback.
You can't just choose to play for the comeback.
I don't know, these blokes are. So is that a misfire? Is that
They're not choosy to.
is this a misfire? Or is this going to be?
Maybe Sicko accidentally.
I feel like he might have hit the button. You know?
Yeah, a bit ambitious on the getting into the next round.
Yeah, that's all right. Manages to pick up a Galil, so
The
some
hero
firepower.
Galil.
That's it. There's some firepower with it, so you know you get close enough, and you might be able to find a couple of kills. And with that, the P250s and Tech 9s will be able to support it. So you know, misfire or not, it could work out. It all depends. Mertz has gone extremely aggressive. Sicko's gone for the free peek, and they still don't know that he's got that at the moment, and they might just think it's a pistol buy. So worst case scenario for Grayhound, they find a couple of kills, but actually start to rotate back through because Heroic have tried to call it, and they have completely flushed those players through. But look at this right now from Blame. He's pushing up in towards unders. He might just be able to completely divert all the attention back to him. And Sicko, he does find the trade, but that's about it.
And Blame's got himself the bomb now. Molly buying him some time, and Dexter's going to have to jump up to go straight down. But Blame, once again, back-to-back 3Ks for him, as Heroic put a 7th on the board. And once again looking dominant, but I guess we'll have to wait till the second half to see what Grayhound are able to do. Because right now, they're all over the board. Economy all over the shop as well. Sicko accidentally buying in the previous means he has no AWP here in the 10th, and he is going to go for the UMP instead, just to get that extra utility in the kit. Grayhound may potentially go for some mid control. They don't seem too ambitious on the idea. Their confidence just not there here on Mirage.
I'll tell you whose confidence is. Maybe Freiburg's. Pushing with the assistance of Estag all the way through Palace to find the kill onto Urcast, who was actually waiting for that push to come through as well. That's the worst part of all of that. Grayhound now going to be wrapping back around toward that A site. Heroic have come back through, so they might find some good timing. It all depends on whether they decide to go fast, which, to be honest, Grayhound haven't really been the fastest T side.
Now, their momentum has been quite slow, majority of their rounds. It's S-Tag just jump peeking, we'll get the information, although almost made a very bad decision. Fortunately, the gods have gifted him another life for the rest of the round. Mert's going to cut a bit of damage there from the molly as it spreads, but Grayhound out towards the A site. Heroic setting up for the retake. They have the man advantage. Dexter, though, going through the smoke, going to make it work. Malta as well taking down Mertz with a headshot, and all of a sudden the man advantage favouring Grayhound off the back of what seemed like nothing.
You've got to ask, how does that work? How does that work? Dexter with that smoke push as well. That was a bit of a bamboozle, but Stown's going to hold on to the line there. Still looking to do some damage. You can still see Blame holding the line down from short, so they find a kill or two. Might be something to work with, but they just want to back away, save both of the weaponry there. I mean, it's a fair bit on that CT side as well. And they will be able to get a buy, because both Blame and Stown will be able to drop. S-Tag should realistically be able to buy himself, so not all bad news. And with that, Heroic, they drop their little streak that they were starting to build.
But for how long? Grayhound, they're only 4 behind, so there is a chance for them to get the majority of the rounds here in the first half. And I say a chance because it seems at the moment, with the way history is repeating itself, it is very much unlikely. But they could do it. We'll see. Can they put two together right now? Depends on where they decide to go. Heroic as well. Let's see if they go for mid-control. There's a lot of men running over towards window now, so it seems like that is the call. Smokes towards mid, so it's going to be a 3v2 here. Heroic, will they be the heroes of the round?
It's a lot of utility from Grayhound flushing toward mid to start with, but it serves its purpose. Heroic concede control, and now they're going to go back across towards A. That is a gamer peak from Mertz. Fortunately enough, Urcast doesn't catch the backside of that nade, but right after quite a strong round from Grayhound, it's Heroic that have completely bounced back, dust the dirt off the shoulder, and they're ready to go for round 2.
And Heroic as well, when they got Dick Stacey just before, that was the bomb out in the open at A main. Although it doesn't seem Heroic might have spotted it, because they've given up the control completely. They're happy just to play the, 3-man advantage? it is technically an unlosable round if played correctly. But Heroic are very split up, just waiting for any sound cues. And there you go. One nade and the rotation comes in. 4 men invested towards this A site now. And Blame spots the information as well. So even if Heroic just play for the retake, there should be no way that they lose this round. Blame as well now looking to get aggressive, but Urcast, he's going to hit the headshot. S-Tag down on 10 HP as well. So there is an opportunity here for Grayhound, but they've only got 20 seconds to play with. Light utility as well. Sicko with the AWP. Trying to clear as much as possible.
That flank coming in as well, that'll pretty much be the deal sealer. Even if they don't find the kill on the Urcast there, Sicko's going to have to try and do it all himself. Not going to happen either. But that's just a nice round from Heroic. Happy for Grayhound to have the bomb control because they know that they're going to get the bomb plan on A. That's for damn sure. And with 4 players already stacked there, Stown starting to clear out B. Goes the way Heroic were hoping, and the full blind will come back through for Grayhound. So again, these rounds are going to go back and forth through a little bit. Grayhound are still, they're struggling to find 2 in a row. And that's the main problem right now. They haven't found 2 consecutive rounds.
It is how you generally see Mirage play out at this level of gameplay. CT sided usually when played correctly. We've seen Grayhound, they have a very strong CT side on Mirage as well. But is it where they will succeed here? Or if they succeed at all? That's the question. I have to keep questioning Grayhound because a couple of the players on the team, consistency issues. And that's it. Map to map. You have to keep it up.
Yep.
Especially in best of 3s. And you're about to be knocked out of IEM Sydney.
That's it, especially in the lower bracket.
You're playing for your life. For both teams.
Oh, it actually looks like Grayhound are going to speed it up right now. This is something we haven't exactly seen on a full bite round. Malta gets 2 in a row, but Blame's there to try and shut it down. He'll find 2 and return. Malta still spreading out. Okay, Blame. That's something that you can do through the smoke. Unreal. Dexter's going to try to stick the bomb plant, but Freiberg's looking to deny it. Hasn't been given the opportunity to. Stown's out in the open, and that could have been a little bit worse for Ware, but they come through it with 3 remaining, and they have Blame to thank for that.
Blame is a gamer. The hold, the 3K, so damn good. Just trading out both his teammates there as they lined up at the headshot angle under balcony, falling down. It looked very good for Grayhound for just a moment. And then Blame went for the repeat, very ambitious in what, a 1v3 there at the A site.
Yep.
Got one, fell away, and then got another through the smoke. That was disgusting.
Like, you obviously hears the drop, but that's a little bit dirty.
Speaking of dirty, look at that moustache, Dexter, mate. How you doing? How you doing?
Moustache crew.
Anyway, Grayhound now, they are on a bye yet again, looking for this mid control. It's going to be a 3v2, but it seems like Heroic happy just to give it up, throw a bit of utility, and then back off. Even with this mid control, Grayhound, they haven't really been able to utilize it well. Every time they've had it, they get shut down trying to go up short, trying to go down, up con rather. And look, you've got 2-man stack at the top of con, with S-Tag just holding a kind of solo. You've got Mertz ready for the fast rotation. But Dick Stacey as well. Just solo pushing apartments with Freiberg ready and waiting for the push. The off angle could be very strong.
Could be.
If Dick Stacey's not ready for it. But it's a game of patience right now.
That's the thing, Freiberg hasn't really made any noise, but neither of Heroic. They're just waiting for these pushes to come through. He's going to be able to line them up, but Freiberg's gone aggressive. Dick Stacey's been able to hear it. That's going to be the frag on B, and at the same time, Dexter opens up A. Blame finds the trade, but it won't really make a difference. Mertz, what can he get done? Oh my God, Sicko, what is that?
This man is ridiculous on the AWP, and I don't think he's actually spotted Blame, but he is happy just to fall back. 3v1, Blame takes the shot, and that'll be the round for Grayhound. Back and forth it seems to go right at the moment. And look, in a 1v3 with Blame alive, honestly, I think he could have gone for it. Back-to-back 3Ks, time and time again, just popping off when it's needed. But he's already got one, so he, can't make that 4th frag. In theory. In theory. But Grayhound, what a round there. What a shot from Sicko. And the patience from Dick Stacey essentially winning that one. Great trade from Urcast coming up short as well. As we now head in the 14th round. Heroic, will they make it to double digits, or can Grayhound get two together? That's the question. Can they? Because they haven't yet.
Well, the second you look at the economy coming through for Heroic, you know that the buy's going to be there. Not too stressed. It will be missing a couple of things. Get out of here, sicko.
Headshot as well.
Like, just out in the open, you know, just as you do. As he's running, no scope, headshot, okay, fair enough. Anyway.
If he misses that shot, the round could have played out completely differently. All of a sudden, there's a 2v2.
Yep.
Heroic, definitely going to go for that retake.
Oh, every day of the week.
Whoa, the gamble.
Yep, the gamble pays off. Got caught out in no man's land and still manages to bring it back, but we are currently at that point for Grayhound where they can make this a very competitive half, like you were saying. Will they allow Heroic to get to double digits? Will Heroic allow Grayhound a way back into this first half? The full buy, you suggest not, but if they lose this, there's going to be next to nothing in the bank account for Heroic, so it's a dangerous play, but you have to do it. You don't have a choice.
You really have to make those moves. At least Grayhound, they've gotten 4 in the first half this time, so setting themselves up for a great CT side again, more so than Inferno, which was a very rough beginning. But the clock ticks down, flash comes in, and the unders push comes out as that man has been forced off of the angle at Con. And Dexter has the angle. S-Tag re-aggresses over the smoke, and he is going to be rewarded with an untraded frag as well. So man advantage for Heroic. They don't really have to stay aggressive, but the crossfire still here between Con and Short. They know where two rather, of the ground players are. Had someone at top mid earlier, but they're heading over towards B. It's just Freiburg to hold as S-Tag re-aggresses, finds Malta, but there's the bomb dropped. Freiburg, what an anchor on the B site. Only making a couple of wrong decisions this half so far, but always just doing what he needs to, which is buying time for those rotations. 2v5 and Grayhound, well,
Nope. Not going to happen.
it's not their round. 2 rounds will not be strung together again here in the 14th. Sicko may just try to save that AWP heading into the final round of the half, but it looks like Heroic, they are setting up to take him down after the timer, and they are definitely going to be going for the frag, because Sicko will be stuck with $2,500 dues if he does go down as the clock hits 0.
This is worst case scenario for Sicko, and he holds onto the line. Oh, he hits the no-scope again. Oh,
there you go.
He needed the second, but that's never going to come out. I'm upset. There was a smoke on him as well, and with that, Heroic can pick up the double AWP setup if that's what they wish to go for, but very interesting round from Grayhound to continue that mid presence after they'd already lost the exact player coming out first and didn't really have enough presence in mid itself to trade out. So
even like the decision making from Heroic right at the end to make sure that the clock hit 0 before forcing contact onto Sicko. And they knew where he was. They took the gamble into his back apartments. And once again, Stown is going to get aggressive at mid, finding Dexter. It was going to be a fast B split, but it's slowed down by the utility here. As Grayhound, all 4 gamers are at the back of apartments, and they're going to retreat after the momentum has been stopped. The split has been denied as Dexter went down solo at mid, but look at Mertz all the way at the top of mid. Can't hit the flick, but now he's stuck in a precarious position. Won't have to be forced out unless this Molotov does the job.
Oh,
there you are,
no.
Sicko with the Tech 9 of all things to get him on the head.
of course.
What?
Of course it's Sicko. Of course it's a Tech 9. That's just what's going to happen. Flame's just going to line them up. He only manages to find one, but everyone's quick on the trades. And that will be the 11-4 half. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go to a very short break, but when we come back, we'll see whether Grayhound can back it up or whether Heroic will close out map number 2.
Under peach yellow skies, dreaming big. and aiming high. Name the clouds passing by, wishing we run away. All we need is our passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Book a plane, fly away. We will never be the same. And as long as you are mine, come on and run away. We wanna run away. We don't need any reasons, baby. Leave it all for the faded hearts. I don't mind if they call us crazy, 'cause they don't understand what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after.
Intel Extreme Masters Sydney is brought to you in part by ESL, Intel, Acer Predator, and Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel.
Grayhound the map up, and well, Heroic the digits up at this point. 11-4, 7 rounds the deficit, but Grayhound go to CT side, and if memory serves correct, Mac, this is the start of something cool.
Well, we'll see what they can manage to pull off as we head into the second. Grayhound, they really need to find that momentum early again. If they can start to string the rounds together, which they just couldn't do on their T side, they should be rewarded here. We'll see what Heroic have up their sleeve there. They've got 2 sets of utility. It's down not buying, so he's either forgot to buy, or he just is saving for something. And Grayhound as well, they've got a single set of utility. Dexter, he's also forgot to buy, so
Don't very often see that, but what you do see is a B hit, and that's pretty often. But for now, Malta's going to have to try and hold with Dick Stacey. They've currently found, I was going to say one apiece, but poor Malta couldn't find anything in that situation. They've completely swarmed the site, taken control. Dexter's first point, a call in market. He's not doing enough damage to really be a problem for Heroic, but the retake will come in 3 versus 4.
Kit has not been retrieved just yet. It is on site. Blame holding short very successfully. No CTs remaining. Both of them coming in from market. Zico goes for the repeak, and Blame is so damn sharp today. Look at that. 2K for him so far. Wrap comes around from Mertz. 3K for Blame on the second pistol, and that is not what Grayhound needed, but Heroic off to a great start to take the second map very convincingly.
Yeah, not too much of a flashy play. You know, the smoke over towards short to give them the space to move once they got the bomb down, and that kind of established those post-plant positions. One thing we didn't really get to touch on is Stown's performance so far. 21 and 6. An absolute monstrous performance in the first half that's kind of led possibly to, you know, the rounds on the board for Heroic. Regardless, it's just going to be a complete eco for Grayhound. We're not really stressed at all. Money is plentiful. We'll be able to buy up either in the next round or the one after. It all depends on what they wish to do. They are stacked up into Ward Con, though, our beautiful observer MC.
The old bait and switch setup. Urkas just hiding his head. We saw it from Heroic on a couple of gun rounds, but it never really was spotted. Mertz, though, to be aware of the peak. Going straight up short, though, with that smoke that's gone down, and Urkas gets the angle, but can he pick up a frag? No, Blame there with the cover on the Mac 10. 600 Dollary dues, juicy money in the bank. Damage is being done left, right, and center for both teams, but unfortunately for Grayhound, they just can't commit and cannot connect those bullets. And it's all up to Malta in a 1v5 to see if he can get a single one of the heroic gamers out of the server.
Well, if Blame doesn't move, and he moves late, and Malta might actually... Oh, the timing does not favour the goal, unfortunately. He's still trying to tap away, but that should surely be... Well,
Eventually.
fair enough. That's what happens. He does find the kill. But Heroic don't really give a damn because 13-4 is the exact score line that they want right now.
3 more, and Heroic walk away with the second map. 9 in the deficit. Grayhound able to buy up, though. So there is hope here in the 18th round. And hopefully for them, they can get the ball rolling, get the legs cranking around the Grayhound track. As Heroic, well, they're going to change the momentum themselves. 3 towards the back of apartments. Bomb heading in there eventually as well. It's down, taking point. And is he going to be expecting Dick Stacey aggressive on balcony? Should have heard it. Flash comes out, but S-Tag opening up. Malta going to be shut down as well by the MAC-10. The bonus round too strong for Heroic already. And that is the B-site in their hands. Grayhound already calling for the save, as that's 14 rounds on the board for Heroic.
And you know that this is exactly how map 1 could have gone.
Like 100%
This
in
is
that
exactly,
second half.
yeah, this is exactly how we expected map 1 to have kind of came to its conclusion when they started out in that second half. Just, you know, strong, fast plays. And it's the small difference between winning the pistol round and winning a couple of close rounds and losing the pistol round. You're already looking at 14-4. And you do have a full buy, so, you know, kudos to you, but it's not going to be enough right now. And as those rounds tick further and further in, Heroic are just really going to start to turn up that heat. Still coming through, and that not exactly what you're hoping for whatsoever for Grayhound. They take 2 players low, but they only keep 1 alive, Mac. Maybe. Oh, wow.
Dexter just positioned himself perfectly to save that at the end, but the aggressive play from Heroic, too damn good. The flash came out, the attention was drawn, and, well, it's pretty much the round. S-Tag opening up. Malta just caught in the middle of the site as well. Shut down, no cover. Very unfortunate for the B players there for Grayhound, and especially the fact that they couldn't save those rifles as well. So, mopped up by the UMP of all things, so extra money in the bank. Literally everything going right for Heroic. We're just going to go for the basic old set A execute. But are they going to expect Dexter lurking next to this smoke?
No, yes. Dexter's still yet to find the kill. There we go. They line up and he finds another. And that's the thing, he slowed the push down at the same time. The flash comes over the top and it prevents Heroic from pushing out of both Palace and A main. And look at this flank from Urcast. What are you doing, Urcast? You have got your running boots on and he is well and truly behind them. It's 1 minute 10 seconds and Urcast is in T-spawn with no respect being given. He's still looking for another one, but Blame, does he give it to him? No. So Blame will find the trade. And that's their way out, their ticket back toward B if they wish to go, but yeah. No.
It's a scary situation though, they're about to retrieve the bomb. Mertz did just go down to Sicko. So well, I was trying to play up that Blame might have had a chance there, but Sicko just shuts me up as well as Blame. 2 headshots back to back with the scout, looking sharp here in the second half, but they need to keep it up.
This was huge from Dexter. Like, Costown's obviously first point of contact there. He's just going to go straight out of that smoke regardless. And the fact that he slows that down just means Heroic are so much further back than what they anticipated. And then that one flash, I don't know who threw it, the one flash that came over from stairs just completely destroyed Heroic's vision. So we're getting small glimpses right now for Grayhound, and maybe had they had started on CT, it would have possibly been a closer map, and they could have gone to T side and maybe had some more rounds to play with even. But we don't really know. We can if and or but at the end of the day, they are currently down 9 rounds.
The problem is though, Heroic were always going to pick Mirage in this situation, and they're very confident on it. If Grayhound didn't veto Train, well, it'd be much more one-sided than what it is right now. Here we are, change momentum again. 4 men invested over toward, well, 3 men rather, over towards the B site. 1 watching top mid as Heroic looking just to capitalise off an aggressive push. Multiple fall early, but Dick Stacey at unders, he's going to take down Blame, and that's a huge pick to get for Grayhound. 4v4, make it a 4v3 as Dick Stacey cannot retreat to safety. Shut down by S-Tag. And that's the man advantage. 30 seconds in for Heroic.
A little bit too much action down into ward unders for our liking so early on. So over the top, Urcast will take a tag. And that man advantage is still sticking at 1. However, with Urcast just so low, that's not really the optimal play for Grayhound. They're just going to stack across toward that B bomb site and pray to all things holy that they go to B.
At least if they're close, they might be able to save the rifles again. Sicko, he's only got that scout as well, but they're pushing for info. Looks like Grayhound are actually realising that they need to go for this round. Heroic 1 more and they secure overtime at least, if not the map. Sicko, gets the tag off onto Stown there, dropping a main utility coming out everywhere. Molly's all around, but are they going to be expecting the fast flag from Dexter? He could be huge in this round. Heroic not seeing a thing though. Surely they are aware that Grayhound are going to be holding these smokes. Dexter though, here's the opportunity. The bomb going to be planted. First kill for him. Can't quite get the second as S-Tag gets his AK in hand in time. And Heroic now on map point here on Mirage.
I was completely writing off Grayhound then. I was like, there's no possible chance they're going to be able to do any damage. The A site's completely taken. The smokes are being set up. And then you see Hero Dexter just pushing through unders. Now, had he have pushed through 2 seconds earlier, he can deny the bomb plan. He can maybe line up 2 more players and give Grayhound the information. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out. And now we're left with a situation where Grayhound have to try and fight for their life for 10 rounds. And it all has to start on a lollybag fight.
Oh, and Dexter as well. He's using the cover of the Molotov to get a lot of damage off onto Mertz early on. So he's a couple of bullets away from death. Bomb has been dropped. Surely Dexter hears this. The spam coming out. Dexter just barely surviving. Pulling back before he lost too much HP. They're changing the setup. 3 men invested towards A. No mid control at all. Open to a flank on both sites. But at the moment, Heroic, they're not there. They are sending 2 towards unders though, so this boost could come out, and then Grayhound could come undone.
Taking their sweet time with this, but at the same time getting so much information. Just S-Tag going through has just... he's even spotted out the player at Van. This is massive. That boost up, no control in mid, no real knowledge being given to Grayhound. That's the map done and dusted on 1 single boost in the last round. Unbelievable from Heroic to make that call. There was no contact in mid. There was no sort of resistance being shown by Grayhound. And they're going to do it flawlessly in the last round as well. And we're going to a 3rd map.
We are going to a 3rd map, and Overpass will be a scorcher. 16-5, the final scoreline is Heroic showing